Well, it's that time again for Ask Anything, and we do mean ask anything. Thanks for your questions. Here's the question of today. Being a Christian, I believe in prayer and that God answers prayers sometimes. But what is the point of praying for God to stop evil from happening in the world when he often doesn't stop any of it? I see the tension in this viewer's question. Is the tension of why is there evil in this world and a belief that God is not stopping any of it? And I think we have to ask another question. Is that true? First, I think we can all acknowledge that we want evil in this world to stop. Remember that evil is not from God, nor did God create it. We are told that evil entered the world through sin. Romans 5:12 says, "Therefore, just as sin entered the world through one man and death through sin, and in the same way death came to all people because all sinned." So we know that evil is in this world as a result of sin, and it affects every human being and even creation itself. But the question asks, what's the point of praying for God to stop evil when he often doesn't stop any of it? Well, another question for you is, has God really not stopped any evil? You see, God stops evil all the time. If it wasn't for the common grace of God that is available to all people, whether they believe in God or not, this world would be destroyed by evil. God in his mercy sent Jesus to deal with evil. That's why Jesus died, to crush the enemy and to provide a way for every person to escape the penalty of sin. So even though evil's still present, so is the grace of God, and it's available to everyone and anyone that will believe. We're reminded in Ephesians 6:10-12 that there's a battle going on, and prayer is one of our weapons of warfare against evil. It says, "Finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." And verse 18 says, "And pray in the Spirit on all occasions, with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all the Lord's people." So pray against evil and never underestimate that God is not hearing your prayers or dealing with evil. One day, we will be completely free of the effects of sin and evil. Until then, pray and know that God's grace is protecting you and available to everyone. We'll be right back.